What up, man? Y'all know what time it is, man. The AP poll has returned. Week 4 is here. One of my favorite videos to do, man. Talking about all the college teams that got ranked. Obviously, some teams got the boot. They up out of there. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to break all of it down. Now, those teams that got booted, obviously South Carolina is up out of there. And obviously Clemson got up out of there too. And some notable teams that was ranked that are no longer ranked. Now, a good thing for Notre Dame, they are still ranked in this poll at number 24. They got to win out, though. And a good thing that we already see in week 4. USC is ranked at number 25. They've had a great start to the season, 3-0. They've looked good with Jaden Mayava. They've looked good with Malachi Lemon. They look good with Jacoby Lane. They got a potential chance, and Notre Dame needs them badly. When they play October 28th, in about 4 weeks from now, close to, they need them boys ranked. All right, next up, you got the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Obviously, a tough loss. We talked about it yesterday. Defense just couldn't stop them. Craver, Craver absolutely lit them up for 207 yards and a touchdown. They got to get the secondary fixed and being able to get more pressure on the quarterback. Marshall Reed diced them boys up for 360 yards. That ain't going to cut it. But I did like some things I saw from C.J. Carr. They ran the ball more with Jadarian Price and Jeremiah Love, which helped him out. Notre Dame's a solid football team. They're just going to have to figure some things out. Now, Mizzou obviously got a bump up. South Carolina's going to go on the road and play them this upcoming week. What's the status of Lenore Sellers? We've heard about the updates. Status is unclear. He suffered a concussion. Got to go through concussion protocol to see how he's going to respond after that. Again, over those 3 weeks of what I told y'all, I would not rush him back. You got to have some full faith into Luke Doty and depending on him and his team to lead. But the offensive line has to play better. Did not play good enough, in that game. And they didn't play good enough the past 2 weeks. Got to figure it out. But Missouri with Bo Pribula at the quarterback has looked really good so far. They've looked dangerous. They've been doing their thing. I like that Missouri team. All right, next up you got Auburn. Auburn got a big boy coming up. They're going to go on the road to Oklahoma. That's a big game for Auburn Tigers. They've looked good early on in the season. Another team that's undefeated. They've been winning the game. Jackson Arnold has looked really good. He's been passing the ball. He's been doing his thing, man. He's been looking really sharp, to say the least. But that's a big test on the road, man. I can't wait to watch that game. I might have to watch it when I get back. I'm going to be at the Georgia Tech Temple game. But nonetheless, man, that's going to be a big one this upcoming week. Michigan and Bryce Underwood and Justice Haynes did their thing. They looked phenomenal in their win at home against Central Michigan. They tore them boys up. So big win for Michigan. They move up in the poll. So we'll see what happens. You know what I'm saying, with them. They got a couple big games coming up. Yeah, so them boys play at Nebraska this week with Dylan Raiola, who's a pretty competent quarterback for Michigan, or for Nebraska. Michigan's going to go on the road to play them. That's another big game coming up. Again, no Sherwan Moore in this game as well. Will be an interesting game to say the least. If they can get a win, then they continue to move up the ranking. Now, Vanderbilt, obviously, they deserve to be ranked 31-7, shut down that South Carolina offense once again. Another 3-0 start for them under Diego Pavia. This team has went to new heights again under his leadership, under his stewardship and their head coach, man, and look like a team to be reckoned with. So congrats to them. They continue to look and play high-level football. Same with Indiana, man. Got a couple games coming up soon where we'll see how for real Indiana is. How about them Yellow Jackets, though, man? Finally getting ranked at number 18 last year, ranked number 23, September 3rd. I just did an article on that last year. Before that, it was since 2015. So they've been doing their thing. Big win. I can't believe they executed it like that with no timeouts, 24 seconds, the clock's winding down, but they've practiced it. And they was able to hit the game-winning field goal. 55 yards, tied a program record from Aiden Burr. Got all the post-game coverage on my channel. Y'all check it out. But happy to see Georgia Tech on this list. Happy to see them in the national spotlight. And hope they continue to win, man, because, that's big time. All right, Texas Tech under Morton has looked good as well. They've been doing their thing so far early on in the season. But Texas Tech, I'm a holdout. I think they should be ranked, but I'm a holdout until they play a tougher game. You know what I'm saying? That's coming up. Big 12, we'll find out about them and Morton and the Coup and the company a little bit later. Then we got to go with Utah, Devon Dampier. He's been doing his thing early on in the season. He's looked good. He's looked efficient. Utah looks like they could be a potential threat in the Big 12 this year, along with, obviously, Iowa State. That's going to be some teams I'm going to continue to watch. All right, and then at 15, I love the AP poll did not dock Tennessee for that loss. I love that. Kept them right at 15, right where they should be ranked. And I told you about my last video how I felt about the Vols. I think this team is here to stay. I think this team is going to make some noise. And I think that game showed that they're for real. They're a real deal. Was missing a lot of starters, 2 starting cornerbacks in that game. And they're also missing several of the defensive tackles as well. So yeah, Tennessee's the real deal, man. Joey Aguilar will be a lot better. They just need their kicker Gilbert to hit them big kicks, man. But they'll be just fine. The difference a few weeks makes for Alabama. How about that victory at home this past week against Wisconsin? Manhandling them boys once again. Ryan Williams, baby Jettas, look like the real deal. Number 14 ranked. Love to see them move up. And that was a big time victory. They got some big games coming up. They got Georgia in a few weeks. I want to see how Alabama continues to look. And that game against Georgia on the road will tell us a lot about how good Alabama is. All right, next up we got Ole Miss. They didn't have Austin Simmons, but the offense looked way better under that Ferris State transfer. They did their thing. Defense needs to be better. Gave up 35 points to Arkansas, but they scored 41. Looked really good, to say the least, man. Ole Miss, got my eye on them, but I want to see it consistently throughout the year. They're always a team that gives you hope, but they're kind of like the Cowboys. When they give you hope, you be like, dang. Then the moment comes and they kind of quiver a little bit. So I want to see if they can be that team. Next up, Iowa State. They look like a contender in the Big 12. They should be the favorite moving forward. They've been phenomenal so far this year under Rocco Beck. They're running the football at a high level. They got a lot going for them this year, man. Probably one of the favorite teams to watch is the Iowa State Cyclones. Like what they've been able to do. John Metier on the road, man. They put it on them boys at Temple. Top tier team like Oklahoma in his stewardship, and the defense has been phenomenal. I think they only gave up 3 points this past weekend, man. Oklahoma's the real deal, and the test is going to be this week against Auburn. And that firepower with a Cam Coleman, with a Malcolm Simmons, with a Eric Singleton Jr., with their running backs. That's going to be the game I got circled to see how elite that Oklahoma defense is. And then how about obviously Texas A&M and the Aggies, man, going on the road, big victory. We just talked about it against Notre Dame. They're looking like they could be the real deal this upcoming year, man. They got a lot of things going for them. I like how the offense looks. It's explosive. Carver's a name to know. They obviously got Bussy. They got some guys that can fill it up, and this team is the real deal. Holy bill. Illinois, you know how I feel. Luke Altmaier, he plays with a shoulder on, play with heart on the shoulder, man. A guy that's physical, guy that can play the dual threat, guy that can throw the ball down the field, do a lot of things. I really like his talent. I like what he can do on the football field. He is elite. Next up, Texas. Boy, them boys has been struggling. Them Longhorns, man. I don't know what it is with Arch. Arch gonna have to figure it out and quick. Them big games coming up, and Florida's coming up, and they're gonna have Georgia down the line in October. They better figure it the hell out. But that was not a good performance against UTEP. They got to play a lot better. Defense, I feel like it's fine, but offense, it's holding them back right now. Now, Florida State, y'all know how I feel, man. I'm just holding out just a little bit, man. I like Tommy Castellanos. I like how they look against Alabama. Number 7 is a good ranking for them. But again, before I anoint them that ACC favorite, I got to see them when they play up some of these top teams in a few weeks. So I'm going to hold out, but they look good so far under Mike Norvell. Going to be a team to watch, but I'm going to hold out just right now. But number 7, well-deserved. Oregon's another team, look good on the road. Dante Moore's been doing his thing, 34-14 victory over Northwestern. Oregon's look like they're a team to be reckoned with this year in the Big Ten yet again under Dan Lanning. And they really could become a problem, man. I like how the Ducks have been doing their thing, man. They look really good. Next up, you got Georgia. Big victory, man. I don't know what it is with Georgia, but Georgia always finds ways to win, man. Games they probably should lose. Shout out to Kirby Smart, man. Had a lot of offensive starters go down on the offensive line. Dontrell Glover was in there. Bo Hughley was in there. Georgia faithful, Georgia guys. And they did their thing today. Shout out to Gunnar Stockton in that laser sharp throw he threw to London Humphreys. That's how you get it done. So, yeah, man. I mean, shout out to the Bulldogs. Big win, man. Big win for them, man. SEC always looking prime, but shout out to the Bulldogs and Kirby Smart. Next up, Miami, my Hurricanes, man. Man, they've been looking good. I'm trying not to get too happy. Trying not to get too excited, man. They're a special team, though. They special, man. That's all I'm going to say. I can't wait, man. Big game against Florida, man. You can put the proverbial knockout blow on them boys this week. We'll see, man. Can't sleep on them, but it is a home game for us at Hard Rock. Miami fans, come out and support our boys. Let's go. LSU, hey, that's a national championship winning defense. Probably one of the best defenses I've seen in quite a long time. They got some dogs. Offensively, Garrett Nussmeier is not what y'all be making him out to be, bro. He got some stuff to figure out, man. Throwing lollipop throws across the middle of the field under pressure. He had a lot of stuff to figure out. And Brian Kelly going off on the reporter, like, it ain't the reporter's fault. He asking a cool question. What's up with the offense? That offense did not look that good. Y'all better start. I'm going to tell you this real quick. Y'all better start getting the ball to Caden Durham and stop playing. That's what y'all better start doing. All right, let's go to Penn State. Penn State, Nittany Lions, looking good under Drew Allen. Again, same thing with them. I'm just looking to see the big game, watching a full game of the Nittany Lions going up against a stellar opponent. But that team looks like the real deal. and explosive. Ohio State, number one, definitely. Come on, man. Look at that defense. Look at Sonny Styles. Look at Caleb Downs. Look at how Julian Sand has been playing early in the going. They deserve to be the number one team in the country. So there you have it, man. There's the AP poll. That's my reaction, man. Phenomenal job. I thought for the most part by the AP poll, getting these teams ranked in the rankings of how they had them positioned, not punishing Tennessee for a close loss at home, giving it to Georgia early in the game. Pretty good list to say the least. But how would y'all rate this? A, B, C, D, or F? Let me know down in the comments.